Hola familia Country, hoy disfrutaremos del partido semifinal de Sencillos de niños de 10 años de nuestro socio Lvaro Guillen contra Bolivia. Este partido nos sirvió de camino rumbo a la medalla de oro. Disfrutémoslo.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live again from sunny, beautiful, and tropical San Jose, Costa Rica at the 31st Annual IRF World Junior Racquetball Championships. For the IRF, I am Fabio Soto, along with the voice of the IRF, Mr. Gary Mazarov. Gary, good morning.
Good morning to you, Fabio. All three above. Sunny, beautiful, and tropical, my friend. A lot of UV today.
A lot of it. So we got the boys 10 and under singles. We got Costa Rica's Lvaro Guillen versus Bolivia's Pablo Lagos. Both talented young players in their respective countries. And they're fighting for passing to tomorrow's final, Gary.
Absolutely. Now, each of them will have medaled, regardless of the outcome of this match. Certainly, from a federation standpoint, and for their own resume, they want to get to the final here. We're on the show court. We're in San Jose, the capital of Costa Rica. Certainly the favorite is Guillen.
So ace serve there by Lvaro Guillen. 1-0 on the IRF scoreboard. Of course, the official for this match, Ivan Valdez from Ensenada, Mexico. My home state of Baja, California.
That's strong, my friend. Short hop rollout with the forehand.
Alvaro looks prepared and he looks ready to do business. Of course, all these young athletes from Costa Rica play in their home country, and some of them playing in their home court.
Absolutely.
So, Gary, what are you expecting of this event? Have you seen these players play before?
I have not seen these two play, but I could tell you this. The way that both federations have developed young talent, we'll blink our eyes, we'll come back next year. These guys will maybe be in the 10s or the 12s. A couple more inches, a little broader, and they'll be pounding the ball.
Most definitely. I want to thank everybody watching, tuning in from their phone, from their homes. Please share our feeds, share racquetball with the whole world. Watch these amazing young athletes perform. And another ace serve there by Lvaro Guillen.
Great start for the youngster.
Two aces right now, Gary.
He's coached by the twins, Gemelos, Jorge and Fernando Rodriguez.
The world famous twin coaches in racquetball. They are world famous, Gary.
They are, absolutely. They've been doing it for a long time. They've made a career out of this sport, which by and large is rare. Skip ball by the Bolivian.
So just like that, the Bolivian player asks for a timeout. And Gary, we'll take a short break ourselves here on the IRF.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm going to like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name's Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake. Get yourself an M40 right now.
Welcome back, everybody. Here, game number 1 between Alvaro Guillen and Pablo Lagos, Costa Rica versus Bolivia. They're top 10 and under players here in the beautiful country of Costa Rica. Gary, how's your time in Costa Rica been so far?
Oh, tremendous, tremendous. This is the 6th time I've been here. I've been around the country. Beautiful places. For those that have not visited this place, take the time. If you're coming with an event, come early and or stay late so you can visit the oceans, either the Caribbean or the Pacific side. Volcanoes. It's a screen serve.
Great coffee.
Oh, incredible.
Incredible coffee for the coffee lovers.
Senor Valdez, coffee man.
It's a coffee man, the IRF referee.
One of 21, Fabio, 21 officials here. That's huge. And representing 10 countries, may we add. 13 countries playing. Including Ireland and Korea outside these American hemispheres.
So Pablo Lagos on the board for the first time, 1 trailing to 5 on the IRF scoreboard. That's a skip. Back wall.
We need to check to see if Pablo's playing doubles. And if he is, if his partner's last name is Rios.
There you go.
Rally ending shot right side.
That's
Guillen.
point number 6 for Mr. Guillen. Well, we said it, Gary. I love watching these 10-year-old players because they play with nothing but heart. They want to go and win, take care of business. Concentrated, focused, and they do it to win. They put a lot of heart in it.
Certainly do. For those new to the IRF junior event, the 10 and 12 divisions for boys and girls are classified Esprit Cup, E-S-P-R-I-T, and Skip. And the 14, 16, and 18 are the World Cup, but they all count. Years ago we had multi-bounce included, and that was pulled out. However, talking to the choir here, we had a 6-year-old playing in the 10s 2 nights ago. Standing room only. Incredible.
Yes, it was Guatemala versus the U.S., and we had, yes, a 6-year-old from Guatemala, Mr. Ware, if I'm not mistaken.
That's accurate. Grandson of the president of Guatemala Racquetball, Estuardo.
One of the things, Gary, that I get asked by many people watching these junior players is if that their equipment is different from the adults. Because like in tennis, you know, they have 27-inch rackets. But for the juniors, they have 21, 22, 23, according to their age and height. And I keep telling everybody about how they're the same equipment as the pros.
That's correct. You know, you put it in their hand where the racket's larger than they are at a young age, and sooner rather than later it becomes part of their body. It's no big deal.
It's the same ball, the same equipment as the professional players. Same weight. And quickly as that, Mr. Lagos
6-6.
ties it up at 6 apiece. And now Costa Rica is going to take their first timeout. So Costa Rica and Bolivia have 1 timeout remaining each. Gary, your thoughts on this development?
Never count the Bolivians out. They have such a legacy developed in racquetball. They're constantly bringing up new players, boys and girls. Not having seen Mr. Lagos before, we're confident. I mean, this is the semifinal. This is the World Championship semifinal. It doesn't matter the age. You're going to have the highest tier of players here.
I totally agree there. And quick match right now, 6 and 6 points. So 1 timeout remaining for both of these athletes. Got to remember, they have 1 timeout, 2 timeouts each per game of 1 minute each. Want to thank everybody watching again from their phone and from their homes. Please share our feeds, like us on Facebook, share Racquetball with the rest of the world. We're these amazing young athletes. Want to say a shout out to everybody watching in Costa Rica and Bolivia and around the world. So Pablo Lagos again at the serve.
Ball cracked.
Now,
Timeout didn't make any difference on that one.
for the first time, Pablo Lagos takes the lead in this match, 7-6 on the RF scoreboard.
Wow. That's impressive, my friend.
Wow, that is just a great shot in the corner. Wow. Best rally of the match so far.
So Fabio, here's a testimonial to Costa Rica and Bolivia racquetball. Costa Rica had full-time coaches. The Gemelos have been around for 20 years or so. Great facilities. 3 beautiful facilities in the city, this capital city of San Jose. Bolivia, we saw Son play last night, arguably one of the best players in the world. He's 18. We saw Jonathan Flores play. Last year I saw him play. I said, this dude has world championship skills. And he was 12. Now he's 14. He has, I believe, 2 years to play 14. He's in the semis. On the girls' end, you got an 18 and a 17-year-old who are their top 2 players in the adult worlds, Centellas and Barrios. Fantastic.
Oh, that's a bounce right there.
That's the luck of the Irish.
That's the luck of the Irish right there.
Speaking of the Irish.
Well, we had an epic match yesterday. And I have to tell people, listening and watching at home and on their phones, I'm sure we're going to have some epic matches today. Semifinals. Boys and girls here are fighting to at least secure a silver medal.
Speaking of the Irish, we will be streaming the 14-year-old doubles team, O'Gorman and Hanrahan, later on today.
So just like that, Alvaro Guillen ties up again Pablo Lagos 8-8 on the IRF scoreboard.
I believe we've seen I think it's his older brother, Guillen. He's playing in the 16s multiple times thus far this week.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Takes it out of the air, smashes a forehand overhead into the left corner for a winner.
And now again, Alvaro Guillen takes the lead once more. What a great serve there by Guillen. That is just textbook racquetball right there.
Hitting the passing lanes. Ivan Valdez, our professional referee. This is the best of 3. First game and second game, 15 points. If it goes to third, called a tiebreak, it goes 11. Nice run.
And a timeout called, his second and final timeout for Bolivia, Mr. Lagos. And we will take a bit of a short break ourselves here on the IRF.
This isn't just a race to the top of a mountain. This is a race to the clouds. This is man and machine versus mountain. A race for the most fearless competitors from all over the world. A race for the marvels of modern engineering. This is a race full of grit, history, and unlike any other on the planet, this is not just a race. This is the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, brought to you by Gran Turismo.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are just joining us, we are watching the boys 10 singles under between Alvaro Guillen of Costa Rica and Pablo Lagos of Bolivia. Guillen is with another ace, his third ace of the game.
Wasn't phased by the timeout by the Bolivian. Nice. Good slice forehand down that right side by Lagos. So he had a lead. Now he finds himself facing a 4-point deficit. Game 1, 31st International Racquetball Federation World Junior Championships. Got away with that. Hit it right back to his opponent, but couldn't handle it, so it's a point. 9, serving 12, game 1.
So Pablo Lagos is out of timeouts. He took his second and last. Wow. Gary, please tell people listening and watching, how important is game management for these players?
Oh, it's critical. You can't start thinking about the future. We talked about this over the last 3 days of streaming. Each game is 15 points, but you have compartments, sectors, if you will. So you try to win as many of those compartments as you can. You may lose compartment 1 and 2. Now, get to 3, take the advantage. Same with 4, and then ultimately the 5th one, ideally, is the game-ending sector. So we've had a few of them here. Lagos came back to 10. Now what he needs to do is get a side out. And he did. So this sector is being won by the Bolivian. Last inning he scored 2. Let's see what he does here. That's a great serve. And reverse. Notice how he ran around his backhand, pushed his opponent out legally, and reversed it to the left corner.
Hey, it's within the realms of legality.
Oh my, wallpaper ball, couldn't handle it. So here we go. Same theme you talked about. He had the lead, then it was 8-12, 10-12, side out, now it's 12-12. He's gonna try and close this out, Fabio. And guess what? With serves like that, he will.
Ace serve again for Mr. Pablo Lagos of Bolivia. And the last timeout will be taken by Alvaro Guillen and his coaching staff from Costa Rica. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back on the IRF.
We're back, folks. Gary and Fabio. You're watching Boys 10 Semis, Bolivia versus Costa Rica. It's been back and forth, and now Bolivia finds himself, Lagos, over Guillen with a 1-point lead, trying to close this first game out. First to 15 wins.
Good get there.
Called avoidable hinder. May have been better served had he called it earlier. Nobody got hurt. Bottom line is this side out. Good point for Guillen. 13 countries, over 200 players. Oh, skip ball. So, continuing the theme, Guillen is winning this sector. Hopefully he'll close it out. Lagos needs a side out. That was a great serve.
And just like that, Alvaro Guillen with his first game point. With another ace.
So he won the last compartment. Game in his favor, 15-13. Folks, there's a 2-minute break. We will break as well. Stay tuned on the IRF network.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to fight hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Lvaro Beltran, get your M40 so you can play like me.
We're back, folks. Gary Mazarov, Fabio Soto. We're here at the show court in San Jose, Club Indoor, 31st World Junior Championships for Racquetball. You're watching Lagos serve to Guillen. Lagos from Bolivia, Guillen from Costa Rica. Guillen won the first game 15-13. It's 1-0 in game 2. Bobby, we have a couple of VIPs in the audience, including Marcelo Gomez, who's the president of the Pan American Racquetball Confederation, and just ambling in, Dave Ellis, coach emeritus for Team USA.
Dave Ellis, who some time ago Rhonda Racich told me the Yoda of racquetball.
Yoda. Good call. Thank you, Rhonda.
And say shout out to Rhonda as well. She's watching. Another ace serve for Alvaro Guillen. Got a great serve, Alvaro Guillen.
Does.
That's his 4th ace of the match.
Nice return by Lagos from Bolivia. Continuing racquetball legacy from that country. It's in the top tier of sports there. Ranked, I believe, 3rd behind fronton and football. That was a wonderful serve. Yet the Costa Rican youngster adapted, set his pace, and rolled the ball out right side.
You know, usually, Gary, I ask you when we're starting another game, what does the losing player of the previous one has to do to adapt? But this is an evened out match. At least for me, I see it very, very even.
Usually it comes down to unforced errors like that one. The one who produces fewer is probably going to win because they're even up. And there's not much you can do with shots like that. Just have to take a deep breath and say, hey, he's not going to continue to be able to do that. Meanwhile, Guillen has a 1-point lead.
That's the right shot, Gary.
Absolutely.
He didn't overswing. He looked at his opponent. He took a step forward, touching the ball. And that's a mistake that a lot of junior players make. You know, when you walk right to the front of the court and you overswing, sometimes you hand the ball directly to the opponent's hands.
Hit it where they aren't, just like Lagos did that time. Try to make this game as basic as possible. Keep your opponent deep. Hit the passing lanes. Great serve. Ball handcuffed Guillen. Came off the deep left side and then the vidrio, the glass.
One of my favorite quotes in racquetball, Gary. Kill for show, pass for dough.
That's why you're such a fine racquetball player.
Thank you so much. Guillen with the serve.
That's impressive.
Wow. That right there, see, Guillen had to hold down the line to himself, yet obviously without any risk of hitting his opponent, he threw it at his body because he was down. That was a smart shot by Guillen.
That's a screen call. Visual hinder. Not only that, he took it early. A lot of these players would have left that ball go to the back wall. Time for a timeout from Bolivia.
6 serving 3 in the IRF scoreboard. Guillen on top.
Timeout time, body language.
So timeout for the Bolivian player Pablo Lagos and his coaching staff. We'll take a short break ourselves here on the IRF.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm gonna like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name's Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake and get yourself an M40 right now.
We're back, folks. Gary and Fabio We will be joined by Gustavo and Pablo a little later. You're watching the boys 10 singles semifinal. Costa Rica trying to close this out and earn a berth in the final tomorrow. We will be streaming all day through. Last match will start in a perfect world 7:30 p.m. tonight, Central Standard Time in the U.S. That's San Jose time as well, here in the capital of Costa Rica. Okay, good time out there, Fabio.
So for those watching in Mexico, we're the same time zone as Mexico City, Central Standard Time. It's a great serve there by Pablo Lagos, who fooled his opponent.
Hadn't seen that before. He didn't do anything different. Guillen was moving right. So great timeout. He's won 3 straight rallies. La lluvia continua.
That's right, my friend. We have a lot of rain coming down on us here on San Jose, at the San Jose Indoor Club. Speaking of tropical, beautiful Costa Rica.
If you haven't been here, folks, put it on your list.
Definitely agree, Gary. Bucket list. Please come to Costa Rica and visit. Very beautiful country.
Folks, you're watching back and forth racquetball. Bolivia serving to Costa Rica. It's now 6-7. It was 3-7. He took a timeout. He won the next rally and then 3 straight points.
So right now, Mr. Pablo Lagos is on a roll. Can he tie Alvaro Guillen?
And the answer is not yet.
That ball came off too far off the back wall, giving Guillen enough time to swing comfortably. Took the shot.
Nice angle. Didn't get the length on that second serve. And we've talked about this last few days also, Fabio. As time goes on, progresses in a match, those drive serves, the percentage of success gets lower and lower as the legs start to go. Nice response by Alvaro.
So Alvaro Guillen stopping the bleeding. Score point of his own. He's on top by 2.
Lagos had an opportunity there, but he was lazy. Didn't shuffle, didn't turn, just left that reverse up.
Let's remember, Lagos has 1 timeout left. Alvaro Guillen has 2. Another ace. Now double digits now for Alvaro Guillen. 10-6 on the IRF scoreboard.
Set up front. Didn't take the last step. He was content with stopping short. He kept his opponent in that point. Consequently, side out. Guillen looking to the Gemelos, his coaches. The twins, Rodriguez. One is the teaching pro here at the Club Indoor. The other is at the Country Club. Have been for years. Look at this. Fly kill into the left corner. A fly means a volley, taking it out of the air. We'll be back, folks. Timeout on the floor.
This isn't just a race to the top of a mountain. This is a race to the clouds. This is man and machine versus mountain. A race for the most fearless competitors from all over the world. A race for the marvels of modern engineering. This is a race full of grit, history, and unlike any other on the planet, this is not just a race. This is the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, brought to you by Gran Turismo.
We're back, folks. Gary Mazeroff, Fabio Soto. You're watching Lvaro Guillen, Costa Rica, serve to Pablo Lagos de Bolivia. Guillen's trying to close this match out, earn a berth tomorrow in tomorrow's final. 15-13 game one. He's up 11-6, make that 12. Tremendous serve. And it's tough to overplay that serve because if you do, he'll go right side or he'll reverse it to the right. Still live. Guillen able to keep that ball in play. Impressive. He's 2 points from winning the match. Okay, you got a break there.
Little break there for Lagos. Guillen was on it. Couldn't put a racket quite perfectly on it. He skipped the ceiling shot. Pablo now to the serve. Wow. Perfect.
That's a statement.
Listen,
7-13.
Listen, Gary, if Pablo Lagos is going to step on the gas, he's going to do it now. He cannot afford to lose the serve because I'm pretty sure if Lvaro gets the ball again, he can probably close the match.
Yeah, one unforced error and one ace, and it's over with. And there's a little bit late getting it. So let's see if this is the ace.
Remember, Lvaro again has both of his timeouts.
And there's the ace.
Fantastic serving from Lvaro Guillen. Fantastic serving all around throughout the match.
Oh my.
Down the line shot, it was a correct shot, but his body position wasn't perfect, and he hit himself. Obviously, an unforced error. It's okay.
Oh, nice. Controlled right side pass with that forehand.
I love how he didn't take the risk of killing the ball. Just a soft pass, just enough to put it out of Pablo Lagos' hands, out of his reach.
Screen call.
So now we have a match point number 2 for Lvaro Guillen, who has a comfortable lead.
Oh, nice.
I think Pablo took the right shot there. He cut it off.
Great presence by the Bolivian. So it's 7-14, game 2. He saved 2 match points. Oh, that's impressive. The young Costa Rican, Guillen, taking the ball off the short hop and hitting a reverse into the left corner, rolling it out.
A serve again.
That's impressive.
A different serve. He didn't do all match. He saved it for the last one, and he got what he wanted. He defeated his opponent.
Two games to 0 in favor of Costa Rica. Lvaro Guillen will play in the final tomorrow. against an unknown opponent right now. 2-0, 15-13, 15-7. He may be 10. He has a great skill set, and he has a mind, a racquetball mind, well beyond his years. Fabio, incredible.
I agree. A very mature player for his young age, and I'm sure we'll see more of him. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching some of the future superstars of this sport, and I have no doubt that Alvaro Guillen, if he keeps this up, he'll be one of the future superstars of racquetball. So, Gary, we will take a bit of a short break from the streaming, and we'll be back shortly, about 15 minutes, with the next match of the day. I want to thank you for being in the broadcast, Pablo, Gustavo. I am Fabio Soto for the International Racquetball Federation. We will be back shortly